All right, well, we are now joined alongside one of the Golf Channel analysts, Karen Stupples. Thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate the time.
You're more than welcome. Anything I can do to help you guys out, I'm more than happy to.
Well, what do you think, I guess, what are you looking forward to most about LPGA and Meijer this weekend specifically, especially with, KPMG next week too?
Well, honestly, I think all of us on the crew love coming here to Grand Rapids and to Blythefield Country Club. First off, it's a very community-based tournament, and I think we all feel very much at home in this arena. The players love coming here. We love the golf course. I mean, it really sets up for a really good tournament in that there's going to be plenty of birdies, there's going to be plenty of action on the golf course. But not only that, there's lots of action going on around the golf course too, with the Simply Give and the food that's always available around the golf course. I think it's just a great day out across the board. And in many respects, it's just a nice light sort of entry into what's happening next week, which is one of the biggest majors on the LPGA Tour. So we're all really happy to be here. I think it sets a nice tone. People can kind of tone up their game, see where their game is, but in a really nice environment on a very challenging golf course.
I was going to say that the challenges that this golf course brings are not few and far between. There's quite a few. I think one of the biggest ones that we've heard a lot of the women talk about is the rough and how thick it gets. What have you seen just from the last couple of days of maybe being here and walking, and what should the women also expect this weekend?
Well, I think ultimately, if the players are telling you that the rough is thick, then obviously they're finding that a little bit of a challenge. From my perspective, I always found the greens a bit of a challenge here too. They're very old school greens, therefore they have a lot of very subtle undulations to them. So it's not just one overall break that you just see a big right to left break, and no, you can have right to left and then it's going to go back to the right, and it's just going to be, it can really mess with a player's head around on the green. So not only do you have to be accurate off the tee, but you've got to be really precise when it comes to your approach shots to give yourself those opportunities for birdie. You've got to take advantage of those par fives on here.
Mm-hmm. What I guess who would you be taking this weekend if you were going to put some money on somebody? Not that you are, but just in case, who are you looking for? Or who would also you like to see play really well this weekend?
Well, I think there are a couple of really great options here this week. Obviously, you've got Lexi Thompson, who's played well here in the past. Leona Maguire has come second a couple of times. She's obviously kind of just knocking on that door for a victory. Jennifer Kupcho, she's played well here every time she's teed it up, obviously a past champion. And I think it's very much a horses for courses kind of golf course. So anybody that's played well here in the past can do well, and we'll get to see Nelly Corder back in action too, so that's always exciting. There's so much talent on the LPGA Tour right now that anybody could go out there and win this championship. So it's going to be exciting to watch for sure.
Awesome. Well, Karen, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. And first round begins on Thursday, and we will have coverage throughout the entire weekend right here on Fox 17.